Since its start in 1994, the Need for Speed series has been a mainstay in the racing game genre. It has since branched out into film, with the 2014 debut of Need for Speed featuring Aaron Paul as a street racer Toby Marshall. Fans of the series have been waiting for word of a successor for a long time, and here, in this video, we finally got some details on the development of Need for Speed 2, so without further ado, let's dive into the good stuff. While no formal plot for Need for Speed 2 has been published, fans can anticipate the sequel to follow the high-octane, action-packed format of the first film. Toby Marshall is released from jail after being wrongfully convicted of a crime he did not perform in the initial film. Seeking revenge against the man who set him up, Toby joins a cross-country race to defeat his rival, Dino Brewster, and clear his name. It's unknown whether the second will continue Toby's adventure or introduce a new lead entirely. However, considering Aaron Paul's popularity, it wouldn't be surprising to see him reappear in some way. To keep things interesting, the sequel may reintroduce new personalities and conflicts. There is no formal release schedule for Need for Speed 2 as of yet. However, there have been some encouraging events that indicate the film is still in the works. Electronic Arts, the firm behind the Need for Speed games, revealed in 2019 that they had collaborated with the production company One Race Films to create the sequel. In addition, producer Neil Moritz revealed in an interview that a script was in the works and that they were actively searching for a director. "We're gonna make a big, fun, incredible ride," Moritz said of the sequel. "That's exactly what we're doing." Given that the first Need for Speed film was released in 2014, fans of the series have had a lengthy wait. However, the fact that the second is still in the works indicates that it will be published at some point. As originally stated, it is unknown whether Aaron Paul will return as Toby Marshall in Need for Speed 2. However, there are some other actors who have expressed interest in joining the franchise. In an interview, John Cena expressed his desire to be a part of the sequel, saying, "I think Need for Speed is a franchise that's long overdue for some continuation. I'm the car guy, I'm the action guy, let's make a movie." Additionally, rapper and actor Ludacris, who starred in the Fast and Furious franchise, also expressed his interest in joining the Need for Speed franchise in an interview with MTV News. Ludacris said, "I would love to be a part of Need for Speed 2, I think that would be amazing." It's unclear whether Cena or Ludacris will be cast in the sequel, but their interest in the franchise shows that there's a lot of enthusiasm for the project. As previously mentioned, producer Neil Moritz confirmed that they were actively looking for a director for Need for Speed 2. While no director has been officially announced yet, there are some rumored contenders for the job. One potential candidate is Joseph Kosinski, who directed Tron, Legacy and Oblivion. Kosinski has experience directing action-packed, visually stunning movies, which would make him a good fit for the Need for Speed franchise. Another potential candidate is Justin Lin, who directed 4 Fast and Furious movies, including Fast 5 and Fast and Furious 6. Lin's experience directing car-centric action movies would make him a natural fit for Need for Speed 2. One of the standout features of the first Need for Speed movie was its stunning visuals. The movie was shot on location on various parts of the United States, including Detroit, Georgia and California, and featured some truly breathtaking car chases and races. If Need for Speed 2 is going to be bigger and better than the first film, the fans can expect even more impressive visuals in the sequel. With advancements in technology and special effects since the first movie was released, there's a lot of potential for some truly jaw-dropping action sequences. In addition to the visuals, the soundtrack is also an important aspect of the Need for Speed franchise. The first movie featured a mix of electronic and rock music, with artists like Linkin Park, Aloe Blacc, and Kid Cudi on the soundtrack. The sequel will also continue its tradition with a soundtrack that's just as pulse-pounding as the action on screen. While we don't know the exact plot of Need for Speed 2, there are a few things that fans of the franchise would like to see in the sequel. For one, there should be plenty of high-speed car chases and races, with some exciting new vehicles added to the mix. The first movie featured some classic muscle cars like the Shelby GT500 and the Ford Mustang, as well as some exotic supercars like the Bugatti Veyron and the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. It would be great to see even more variety in the cars featured in the sequel. Another thing that fans would like to see is a more fleshed out story with well-developed characters. While the first movie had some thrilling action scenes, the plot and characters are somewhat lacking. With a better script and some strong performances from the cast, Need for Speed 2 could be more than just a mindless action movie. One thing that could be explored in Need for Speed 2 is the theme of redemption. The first movie saw Toby Marshall trying to clear his name and seek justice for his friend's death. In the sequel, the protagonist could be someone who has made mistakes in the past and is looking for a chance to redeem themselves. This could add an emotional depth to the movie and make audiences more invested in the character's journey. Another aspect that could be incorporated into Need for Speed 2 is a concept of teamwork. While the first movie had Toby Marshall and his crew working together, it would be interesting to see a larger team of drivers coming together to take on a common enemy. This could lead to some intense and exciting racing scenes, as different drivers with unique skills and vehicles compete against each other. It's also worth noting that the Need for Speed franchise has a long history of featuring real-life racing events and competitions. It would be great to see some of these events incorporated into the sequel, perhaps with the protagonist competing against other drivers in high-stake races. This could add an extra layer of realism and authenticity to the movie, making it a must-see for fans of the racing genre. Finally, one thing that could set Need for Speed 2 apart from other action movies is its use of practical effects. While many movies these days rely heavily on CGI and green screens, the first Need for Speed movie was praised for its use of practical effects and stunts. The sequel could take this even further, featuring even more impressive car chases and stunts that are done without the use of digital effects. This would make the action scenes more visceral and exciting for audiences, and could help the movie stand out in a crowded marketplace. Overall, while there's still a lot that we don't know about Need for Speed 2, there's plenty of potentials for the sequel to be an even better movie than the first. With a talented cast and crew, stunning visuals, and pulse-pounding action, this could be one of the most exciting movies of the year. Fans of the Need for Speed franchise should keep an eye on this one, and we know that it's sure to be a wild ride. Well, that's it for now. We bring an end to this video, but we'll come back with some new and interesting videos in the future. Till then, make sure that you like our video and do share your views and opinions with us in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel Dynatic Films to get updated with the latest news and reviews on all of your favorite TV shows and movies from us regularly, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.